Today, we are making Drunken Onion Hot Dogs. Check this one out. So you might recognize this looks like a different background. I'm actually up in New Jersey for a couple of weeks visiting with my dad, and I thought today I'm gonna make these hot dogs. I'm gonna start the marinating process and we'll cook them tomorrow or the next day. Honestly, you only have to do this marination for an hour or two. I'm just gonna leave them overnight because we're at some plans today and tomorrow, so we'll probably cook them in a couple days. All right, really simple. We just want a package of regular hot dogs. You get whatever flavor, variety, type you like. Got a couple of onions, and then we're gonna use this marination liquid here. It's gonna be a little bit of Italian dressing, a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, and I'm gonna use just a bit of barbecue sauce for a bit of that, that sweetness, if you will. We wanna open up our hot dogs, and we're going to score them. And the reason why we're gonna score them is we want these to have plenty of places for this marination liquid to get down into the dogs themselves. So this is pretty simple. All we're gonna do is we're gonna take these, you can cut these any way you want. You can just run slits down it and then do X's. You can do spirals that twist around. I actually like doing the spirals. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this down. I'm just gonna break through the skin. Wow, these knives are dull. And I'm just rolling it as we go. You're not gonna see the cut very well as you do it until you do a bit of a bend. You can sort of see it there. Over here, yeah, right here. Hey, do me a favor. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more like it, subscribe to the channel and click on that little bell notification so you get notified of new videos. Thanks. Okay, so we've got our scored hot dogs. Let's go ahead and get our onions cut up now. Again, all I'm doing is the prep work here. And we're gonna let these onions soak in with all of this marinade liquid for the time that you marinate them. Again, you want to give it at least an hour or two. I am, on the other hand, not going to do that. I'm going to give it probably a day or 2 days even, depending on when we cook these up. They'll be fine sitting in the fridge. I'm going to show you the way I'm doing it. I'm going to slice them nice and thin. Now, I don't want them too thin. I do want to still taste these guys. I want them to have a little bit of texture. So I'm just going nice and thin, and I'm doing sort of half circles here. And I'll show you what I'm going to do in a moment. I'm going to cut these one more time in half because I like onions to be a nice small bite-sized piece. I don't want them to be too large. Now, this is 100% preference, so you do you, boo. And you can kind of see what we're talking about here. Nice thin ones. These will, you'll see what they look like at the end. They'll kind of almost look like, you know, when you see somebody scoop a mushroom gravy over beef, it's almost what the texture of this will be going over these hot dogs when we serve them. Now, when it comes to the liquid, you guys know me. I'm not a big measuring guy, so I'm going to do probably about, I don't know, probably about a quarter of a cup or so of the, maybe a third of a cup. Might have even bordered on half. I'm now going to do a bit of soy sauce. I don't want a lot of this, but I like it for the color and the saltiness flavor to it. So probably about 2 tablespoons of that. Worcestershire has great flavor and color, so we're going to do this probably about the same, about 2 to 2.5 tablespoons of this. It has a great beefy flavor, which I like. Now, I'm also going to do some barbecue sauce. This is Rib Shack Original. It's probably just whatever was here at the store, at the local grocery store. I'm going to do about 3 or 4 tablespoons of that. About half of as much of this as I did the Italian dressing. And now you just want to use your favorite seasoning. I will tell you, one of these that is really good on vegetables and other things is this McCormick Grill Mates. It's chipotle and roasted garlic. It's got this amazing sort of tang and zip to it. My favorite has been putting it on corn on the cob that's been grilled or steamed. Oh my gosh, is that good. And with that, we're just going to mix it up, and I should have brought a spoon or a fork, but I didn't, so no big deal. I'm just going to twirl this around, and now you just want to put it in something that will allow you to marinate it better. I'm using a Ziploc bag. You could use a Rubbermaid tub, a Tupperware, whatever you have. I'm going to start with tossing our dogs right down in the bottom of this, and now I'm going to pour in our marinade, our onion marinade. I should probably go get the rest of the dogs. That's having that much onion for 4 dogs is way too much, but that's all right. Flavor, baby. And we can always put it on more dogs afterwards if we want. Now, I'm gonna get most of the air out of this, zip it up, and now with the air out, all we wanna do is massage this around a little bit. We're gonna get these dogs in that liquid. We're gonna set this into the fridge until we're ready to grill it. And it's that simple. You can put this on the grill and do the onions on a pan. I'm gonna do this all on a cast iron over the actual grill. I think that's gonna be a good way to do it. All right, we're back. So it's been about 8 seconds for you. For us, it's 3 days later. We've had these dogs and onions marinating in the fridge for a few days now. We're gonna go ahead and get ready to grill these up. I'll show you the way we're gonna do this. Leave these folded up. Every day I've just sort of rolled these around a little bit and put them back in the fridge. So right now, I've got a pot going on the grill. You can do this on a cast iron skillet. I just happen to be using this sort of Dutch oven. It's gonna be a little bit convenient for me. So we're gonna pop everything in here once this gets up to temperature a little more. I'm gonna start with the dogs. I wanna brown them. So what I'll do is I'm gonna put the dogs in when the pot's hot, turn them for about 2 minutes on each side to get them a little bit brown, and then we're gonna add in our liquid and our onions and stew those down. All right, so we've got that pan up to about 275 degrees. I'm gonna go ahead and get my first dog out of here. Now I don't wanna get all of my my liquid. I'm just gonna do the dogs alone. All right, we're just gonna keep putting these right down in here for about 2 minutes on each side. All right, so now we just wanna roll these over. What we're wanting to do is have these get a little bit crisp on one edge, and we want some of those slits we cut in there to open up. It's been about 2 minutes later. We're gonna roll these guys over again. And this is what we wanna see. See how they're getting those nice little openings? All right, so these have been on now for probably about 6 minutes or so, and they look great. They've opened up real nice. Now, it's a matter of putting in our onion mixture. The idea here is we're gonna pour all of this in and just let this begin to simmer now. This pan is very hot. I've reduced the heat now down to about medium. I'm gonna pop that right in here. Show you what this looks like. Now you can see we've got our dogs in here. You can see how they're nice and opened up like that. And we're just gonna let this cook down now for probably about 10 or 12 minutes until this gets a little less fluid and these onions get nice and soft. I'm just gonna cover this up and let those cook down a little bit before we remove it so some of that liquid can evaporate out. All right, I took the lid off just so I want to thicken up this sauce a little bit. And remember, the sauce is essentially Italian seasoning, a little bit of Worcestershire, a little bit of barbecue, some ketchup and whatnot. Now I am gonna go ahead and add just a bit more seasoning in here. I'm not gonna add too much ketchup, but I do want a little bit of that sweetened tomato flavor. So I'm gonna add just a bit of that before I mix it up. And I'm probably going in with about 3 tablespoons of that. And I'm gently mixing it because I don't want to break these hot dogs. And when you cut those grooves in them, they get a lot weaker. All right, these have been on now for probably 15 or 20 minutes and just slowly simmering, and this is good. My onion mixture has gotten a little bit thicker. The dogs look absolutely amazing with the ridges all in them. They've got this amazing brown color from the sauce. So let's go ahead and get one of these guys prepped. And I broke one of the dogs, so that's gonna be my tester. Now we're just gonna grab some of this amazing onion mixture and scoop that right over the top of this. Look at that. And that is your official swamp dog. Give this guy a shot. And now we just wanna get these guys scooped out of here and get all of this amazing onion sauce right in our bowl. All right, it's time to give these a try. There you go, Pup.
Thank you, thank you.
We should have done an extra one because we're eating half of our dinner.
Uh-oh.
All right. It's got a ton of flavor. You can taste the Italian seasoning in it for sure. What do you think? Good? Nice.
Good, good, good. Great.
Don't be afraid to cook this for a while. 15 to even 45 minutes simmering in that pot. The onions will just soften up. And if you soften them enough, they'll almost become like an onion jam. It'll be absolutely amazing. But hope you guys enjoyed it. Safe and happy grilling. We'll see you next time.